Hello, I'm Gerard Newman. Let me ask you, if you're faced with the word sex, what immediately comes to mind, the sex act or gender? Let me ask you something else. If you're faced with the word homosexual, do you think it means having sexual desire for those of the same sex, or having attraction or love for those of the same sex? The term homosexual can actually mean pertaining to a person of the same gender or the same sex act. But pertaining to a person of the same sex act makes no sense at all. It is important to understand very clearly that the sex act is not an integral part of attraction to, affection for, or love for another person. It's quite clear that this coined term, homosexual, is not really accurate and can be extremely misleading. I believe it should be replaced by the Greek word philomophilos, meaning a person who has love or fondness for another person of the same gender. And note, there is no hint of any sex act, and even then it should only be used as a textbook term. Many people, including the clergy, claim that Jesus Christ never spoke about homosexuals. Well, he did. But you could easily overlook the passage as they did. Jesus said, there are 3 types of people who should remain single. He called them all eunuchs. The first type is those who chose to be this way for the kingdom of heaven's sake, which would cover Jesus himself and Roman Catholic priests and monks, etc. The second is those who were made single by men, which means divorced. And did you know that Jesus does not permit divorced people to remarry? And the third is those born of the mother's womb, which means those that we refer to as homosexual or gay. The 2 words are synonymous. They shouldn't marry because they are not by nature attracted to those of the opposite gender, which in no way means that men do not, gay men that is, do not like women. Now, there are 4 definitions for the word eunuch. 1, a castrated person, or by implication, a chamberlain. 2, an emasculated man. 3, those who, without a physical operation, are by nature incapable of marrying and begetting children. And 4, those who abstain from marriage without being impotent. And only the last one of these 4 definitions applies to all 3 types of eunuchs. And in English, we have a word for eunuch when it's used in this sense, and that word is single. And having described these single people, Jesus goes on to say that if you can understand this, make room for them. And I believe very strongly that the time has come for everyone to understand these definitions and to follow the advice of Jesus and make room for single or gay people. And as far as anyone's sexual activity, if any, is concerned, let me quote Dr. Ruth when questioned if people ask about her sex life. Yes, and I tells them, it's none of your business. And isn't that the truth?